Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If it's the first time you are coming across my video, you are welcome. Please do well and subscribe. To my returning subscribers, you guys are welcome. I appreciate. Stay tuned and watch till the end. Today we are making a beautiful 3 patterns dress. I'll be using 3 fabrics, so I'm trying to select the ones I will use. Let's get into it. So I'll be using these 3. This one will be the first layer, then the second and the third. The length of the dress will be 50 inches. Then the first one will stop at 13 inches. The second layer will stop at 39 inches. Then the third layer will now stop at 50 inches. So this is the first layer, which is 13 inches. I have cut it already. The first layer is 13 inches. So I'm cutting front and back together. So let's cut. So I have my shoulder divided by 2, shoulder measurement divided by 2 at 8 inches. So I will extend it by 12 inches to make it 20 inches. So, but I have 10 here. I will add 2 inches. I'll add 2 inches band. So what I have here now is 18 inches. So from here I'll come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. Then on this neckline, on the neckline, I'm using 3 inches for the neck wideness. Neck width of front and back, I'm using 3 inches. For back depth, I'm using 1 inch. So I have to connect it. Then from here, I will slant this one and join here. So from this starting line, I'm coming down by 10.5 inches for my chest line, which is my chest line. Then the first layer, this first one will be, the length of it is 13 and 13.5. It's 13 inches, but I added half an inch for stitching, for joining the other one. So I have it here. I'll connect this one. I'll connect my chest line. On this chest line, I'm using the biggest part of my body, which is hip measurement divided by 4. So I will insert it here. I will insert it here. Then I'll be adding 4 inches allowance. So I will, from this chest line, I will extend it to this place. So this then from this end, I will come in by 1.5 inches and slant it to join this place. So after that, I will mark my front neckline. I'm using 7.5 inches or 8. You can use 8 inches. Let me use 8 inches. I'm using 8 inches. So I will connect it this way. So 8 inches, I will come up by half an inch. I will mark half an inch here. I will mark half an inch this way. Then I will connect it. Then I will connect. Let me cut it out first. I'll cut the back piece first. So after cutting it, I will remove this one as the back piece. Then let's work on the front piece. After marking out this, so there's what I want to add here. The band that we'll be using to pipe the neckline, I don't want it to go over to the back piece. so I will be using it only at the front piece. So I'm using 1.5 inches here. From this neckline, I will go out by 1.5 inches. Then I will slant it to and join this half inch here. So from here, I will cut it this way. So this is how I will cut it. I will not cut this line. This is the second line that I will cut. So half an inch, you put half an inch this way, then I will cut it this way. So after cutting it, here I will go down by half an inch. I will go down by half an inch and notch this place. Then I will notch it. I will notch it this way. This is half an inch. I will use it to sew it. So when I open it up, this is what I have. We will now cut the second layer. So now will be my second layer,
which will stop at 39 inches. So here now 39 minus 13 inches that we cut before, I have 26 inches. So the length of this second layer now is 26 inches.
I'll fold it into 4. So 26, I will still add half an inch on it to join it. This one, I will bring this one and put it on this line. Then I will trace it out. Then I'll cut it this way. Remember, I added half an inch here and I add half an inch here, so I will use them to join it. After cutting this, I will cut the third one. So this is the third one. I'll still fold it into 4. So the third one is our full length is 50 inches. 50 inches minus 39. So I will have 11 inches. So this one is 11 inches. Then plus hemming allowance. So I'll be cutting. I'll add one inch for hemming allowance. So what I will cut now is 12 inches plus half an inch for joining. So I'll add 12.5 inches. So what I'll cut now is 12.5 inches. So 12.5 inches is here. So I'll still bring this one and put it there. So I will insert this here. 12.5. I will insert this one. Then I'll trace it out. So we are through with cutting. The next thing we are going to do now is to join them together. Join all of them together. Therefore, to cut facing for this for the front piece. So I will measure from here to this place. So I have 9 inches here. So I'm adding 2 inches. I will cut 11 inches. into two. I'll cut for this side and cut for this side. I'll be using this second layer for the band. We are cutting for two, so I'll fold it into two this way. Measure 2.5 inches. By 11 inches. So 2.5 inches by 11 inches. So after that, I will interface it. I will put an interface, then I will sew. I will sew from here with half an inch. I will join it, then right side facing each other. I will put again. I will sew it with half an inch. I have stitched it on it. Before you stitch, make sure you leave some allowance at the upper part. I left some allowance at the upper part because when I open it up, I will not slant it again. So I will put it inward this way. Then I'll put this one inward this way. You see how relaxed it is. I'll bring this one up like this. Then you stitch here, you sew here, you stitch here, arrange it very well. So I'll go over to the machine now and stitch here. So this is what I will stitch. So for the back neckline, I'll be using the material to turn it. So I'll cut it now. I'll turn it inside. Here is it. I will put it inward. I'll put it inside. Then it's time to join the shoulders. So here is the outcome of the front neckline. You can top stitch it if you like. Let me trim this. I will now go over to the machine and join the shoulders together. So right side facing each other, I will join it. So for the sleeve, I have to pipe it. I'll cut. I have 19 inches here, so I'll cut the length of the band of 19 inches by length and 2 inches by width. I'm through with the sleeve piping. So we'll go over to. So I did the same thing to the other side. So we now go over to the bias and the down part. So for the bias, see how we insert the bias here. So I'll be marking 1.5 inches this way. I will mark 1.5 inches this side. Then on the other side, I will also mark 1.5 inches.
I will use 1 inch to stitch the sides, to join the sides. Then the half an inch will be the gap between the front and back piece. I will measure from the down part to the place that I joined, to the area that I joined. That way the bias will be. I'll measure from the down part to that joining. After measuring, I have 12 inches. 12 inches from the other side, which makes it 24 inches. Then again, I'll measure from the 1.5 inches to the other 1.5 inches, which I have 26 inches there. So 24 plus 26, I have 50 inches. So I'm cutting a bias of 50 inches. And again, measure from the 1.5 inches to the other 1.5 inches and get the center of it and mark it. Also mark that on the bias and join the middle together and join the markings together.
From here, from the 1.5 inches. You will not stitch to the end. From 1.5 inches, you stitch it and stop to the other 1.5 inches. So after this, inserting this false bias, you measure 2.5 inches from the bias tip. You measure 2.5 inches. You mark out 2.5 inches. You can use 3, but I'm using 2.5. So from there, after that, you measure it to the other side. Then you measure from here, as usual, as we did the other one. You measure from here to the 2.5 inches. We have 15 inches here. So 15 inches from this side, 15 inches from the other side. We have 30 inches. We have 30 inches. Then the length of what we used before is 26 inches. So we have 26 plus 30. We have 26 plus 30. We have 56 inches. So the second bias now will be at the length of 56 inches. And after that, this is what I have. So I will now go over to the machine to stitch the sides. So I will stitch the sides with 1 inch.
I'll add my pocket and fold the down part, and our dress is ever ready.